This is Ellie Greenwood of I Run Far with Eszter Csillag here ahead of the 2024 Western States Endurance Run. How are you doing, Eszter?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we're great. Glad to have you back. Your second Western States. Last year you were here, I believe, placed third, and in a very impressive time, the fourth fastest women's time ever. What brings you back to Western States?
Yeah, not as fast as yours, but yeah, I had a really amazing experience last year. I think it was probably the best performance in my running career for sure. And beside that, like the whole atmosphere, the race, and everything that surrounds, it was just so nice. And I feel that again this year, like that very positive atmosphere, and on a personal level, like I want to see what I can achieve in slightly different conditions. Like this year we don't have snow compared to last year.
Yeah. My
training was slightly different, and so but many things that were just right, I just copy pasted and did the same. So I'm curious what I am capable this Saturday.
So do you feel you are capable? I mean, you had a super impressive time last year, 17 hours, 7 minutes. I don't want to assume, but I'm guessing, I know you're Hungarian, but live in Hong Kong. So was the snow last year something you're glad there's less snow on the course this year?
I do. I mean, I don't usually run on snow. I basically have no snow. I don't see snow whole year around. But I think that made the course, or at the first part, slightly more challenging. It was also a beautiful experience with Lea Yingling and Jenny Gilty from Canada. We were like finding the flags together and running together, but it was not easy to follow the course, I believe. So not having snow, I believe, will make the first 50 kilometers slightly different. And yeah, that's, I mean, can have an impact on the time if everything goes well.
Yeah, perfect. Because it did seem like last year, like you said, there was a whole bunch of women like running together. And then I believe you didn't move until third place, get up on the podium until what, sort of 10 miles to go or something.
More than that. I think it was about like just before the uphill to Pointed Rocks or around Pointed Rocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have a different strategy of maybe starting a little more aggressively, or are you just going to feel the race out?
I do want to be myself. I think when I am myself, I can do my best. So hopefully what I did last year, I can do this year as well, just with a different training and with no snow. Things will be slightly faster at the first half, but also because, you know, the competition is very high. I don't know what other women are going to do. And we can plan many things, but at the end of the day, we don't know what is going to be on race day, and many things I'm going just to decide on the situation I'm finding myself.
See how it works out.
Yes.
Once you're out on the course. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's interesting. You said you've maybe changed your training up a bit, because I was seeing, like, it was interesting. I found last year you did a road marathon in the spring, and then I saw you'd done the same this year. So was that? I mean, that seemed similar, but there are other things you have switched up.
Yes. So in that sense, I kept the same, because, to be honest, like the road marathon training for me is quite challenging. It's really out of my comfort zone. So after, I appreciate every trail run. And so I kept that, and I was able to run a faster time compared to last year. So that was a good start, just to give me a comparison to what my fitness level is. And then from that onwards, the training block that I did for Western States was, I think, with more mileage and a lot more long runs compared to last year. So I am curious where that will bring me.
Okay, yeah. So it was one of those long runs. I think I saw you. Did you do rim to rim to rim with Ida Nielsen a while back?
Yes, that's yes, that was amazing. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Was that
that
for-
was a training? It landed in my training peaks. So
Right, perfect. Yeah, and obviously
I
it's
just executed.
a bit of a bucket list thing to do whilst you're in the US.
Yes, absolutely. So after last year, this year the training camp was a week earlier. So I had one more week, and because I was more familiar already with the whole situation here, I said, okay, for that week, we can do a trip to Grand Canyon, because that was like, you know, running in Grand Canyon is just like a dream. So we organized that trip, and it was great because Ida was going to Flagstaff to train afterwards. So we did that together, and you know, she holds the second fastest FKT on the rim to rim to rim. So she had a good knowledge about the course. So it was a great day, and it's on a bucket list, but it was my training.
Okay,
to be honest, that it's not me decided or was asking for it. It landed into my...
It worked into your
Yes,
training. Yeah.
yes.
No, it's interesting. Like you said, the memorial camp this year was 5 weeks ahead, with Western States being a little bit later than normal.
Yes.
Do you think that has been advantageous? Because I know some people find normally with a 4-week gap that, you know, maybe that's, you know, a little close. But
I don't know. Let's see.
let's see. Let's find out.
I don't have that knowledge. Like I mean, I just execute. For me, it's more about my family. You know, with my daughters, I had to organize that day, so it was a longer time to stay away from them.
Right.
So on a personal level, it was more that than the whole training. But I really enjoy staying here, and I was so happy that I could make this trip to Grand Canyon. It was really fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and your daughters are going to be here for the race now, and are they going to be out on the course cheering you on?
No, not on the course. They are at the finish line.
Okay, perfect.
That's, you know, like the sugar for the horse. It's like,
Yeah, perfect.
yeah.
That's going to be your incentive to get to the finish line on Saturday.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
to make them too upset that I'm away for too long.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Well, wishing you the very best at your second attempt at the Western States on Saturday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.